Hi, good morning. My name is Joséphine Kaeppelin. I'm an intellectual and graphic service provider. Also, I'm a visual artist. I'm showing here two kind of works, like a quite old practice I have of making drawings with the software Microsoft Word, and another project that was made in the year 2019-2020. The title is Patron. Patron is a series of 13 work clauses made out of archives that I found between 2019 and 2020 in the National Archives of the World of Work in Roubaix. In French, patron is both the word used to call the boss, but it's also what we use to describe a shape that's made to do clauses. So it's the initial shape that you will follow with your fabric that you will cut and then mount into a clause. I went through the archives as a service provider and visual artist, collecting what sounded for me important to reveal. Maybe what I've chose is exactly what usually is not really visible. In part of that is concerning the voice of the woman. I do believe that art has a function, and fabric is very close to the human bodies as we are wearing daily clothes. So I thought it was a good way to bring to the others, the audience, the public, or the clients, let's say, that would like to wear such a blouse, the words of others carried on a body readable to other person in other contexts, and then comes layers of meanings and friction between contexts. Langage, disposition favorable. Coût annuel effectif catégorie PM010. MO, MS, FS, OS, OQ1, OQ2, OQ3. Le motif économique ne peut pas être retenu. La mutation technologique ne justifie pas les licenciements. Ah oui? C'est arbitraire et c'est comme ça. The drawings are made with the software Microsoft Word. They are made with what's inside the software. It's like frames, lines, short signs like slash or just the letter L. And I use all those graphical elements to build up an image. The paper goes several times in the printer. I'm also playing with the parameters of the printer. The colors that could appear are not. Eventually, I am intervening on the paper at the last moment or in between the layers with a black permanent marker, playing with the idea of signing or validations or annotations that you can find on official or administrative documents. The whole idea of those drawings is to train myself to hijack a system, to push the boundaries of a very fixed program, and to see if I can find some kind of freedom space within the rules. The choice of this software is also made because it's a very common tool, working tool for very different disciplines. So it's not a specific tool for the fine arts domain. It's used by everybody. That's also something very important for me.
My name is Vincent Knopper. I'm a visual artist from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam, and I have a sculptural practice. For this occasion I made two new works. One is called One Pot System, and the other work is called MMDDFF. My main focus, and that's been over the last, let's say, 10 years of my practice has always been thinking from the material as a starting point in my work. How they are produced on a very large scale and how they are been developed to become a very efficient and practical solutions, and how as an artist I can work with those materials as sculptural materials. An example is, which is also visible in the work at the balcony, is the drying times of paint, of lacquer. I worked with two types of lacquer. One of them is a very traditional oil-based lacquer. It takes 48 hours before you can apply a new layer of paint. I also used a lacquer which is very contemporary, efficient, engineered material, and it has a drying time of 4 hours. So at every 4 hours a new layer could be applied. And for the work I related those drying times to each other. So within this one layer of 48 hours the oil paint was drying, I applied 12 layers of the doorwerklak, a lacquer you keep on working with, literally translated. Another part of the work, the one-pot system, is the metal structure that the sculptures are displayed on. They are supported. My studio is located above a car repair shop, and often when I look outside, they position these structures with bumpers or car doors while they are being sprayed or after sprayed, and then they are drying. And those structures look really sculptural. What I like a lot about these structures is that they have hundreds of layers of old paint. The paint, which is applied so many times, even becomes like a structure or like a material in itself. On my website, and when I write bios for exhibitions or in artist statements, I often describe myself to have a large variety of different professions, as art handler or furniture maker, teacher, cabinet maker, woodworker, sculptor. Simply, I have these other professions as an extra source of income next to my artistic practice. But at the same time, they're all in the context of making, which is a very important part of my artistic practice. All these worlds inform each other.
What is produced is the work by Liam Gillick. The work is a bumper sticker originally found on cars. He's highlighting the different notions that are going through this exhibition, such as production efficiency, labor, using different tools that are not commonly found as artistic tools. Digital softwares like Microsoft Word used as a drawing tool, working blouses used as a way to display archives.
Why is produced what is produced? Why do artists make things? And what is the role of these things in the functioning of the society, especially from an economical standpoint?